Okay, is everybody's chat there now? I had to make a new stream because I couldn't get the chat working. Last one. So can somebody let me know that, okay, there's Ruby Lou, hello. Best you guys that I can do for the live this way because I'm not at my normal spot where I do my lives. Hi, Vanna. Hello, Laura. Sorry about that, you guys. It was technical difficulties. Could you guys chat at all in the last stream? Hello, Caroline. Hello, Lee. Hello, Tia. Hello, Annette. Hello, Opinionated Oma. Yes. Did you guys have chat in the last stream? Hi, Suze. Sue's in the house. Yes, and I've got some big news for you guys too. So I'm just going to wait for a few more people to get in here. Okay, so if you were in my last stream, I had no chat on this side and I couldn't get chat up. So very sorry about that, everybody. So, I mean, like when you guys, oh, you could chat. See, I couldn't see any of the chat. So, okay. Well, I'm sorry about that, you guys. I couldn't see any of it. I tried to do a pop-out chat and everything, and I couldn't see it, and I wanted to be able to see your guys' comments. So, hello, Belle. Hello, Carolyn. Yeah, I could see everything. It's just I couldn't see chat. So, okay, so even though our poll didn't get to 100, I'm getting a lot of messages saying that, hello, Katie, hello, Jojo, saying that you guys aren't being notified. Hello, Sue. Hello, Laura. Hello, Rita. I don't know if I said hi to you, Belle, but hello. So big news, big news. I'm going to be doing a collaboration with another YouTuber. I'm not going to say who that is yet. We're working out the details on what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. Okay, thanks, Laura. That's good to know. I know some are being notified and some aren't. So when I finally got response from YouTube, they told me that I need everybody. My screen shows time is up. What do you mean, Sue? They told me to tell everybody to uncheck the notifications and then recheck them and hit the all button. Hello, Megan. Hello, Belle. Okay, so yes, so I'm going to be doing a collab. It's another reader who reads the tarot. I do oracle and I do the pendulum. And this person, I just love how in tune she is with her cards in tarot. Okay. Hi, Ken. Yeah, that's what I mean, opinionated Oma. They're saying to uncheck the notifications and then recheck it with the all button, the all bell. And yes, make sure your notifications are on, because some people also have on their phones and stuff that they don't want notifications. So if you have that checked on your phone, your notifications aren't going to show up anyway, even if you have that all button checked. A red line shows when a video is about over. That's what I meant. So I don't, is anybody else seeing what Sue is seeing with the red line that shows when a video is about over? Because I just started the stream and I'm having major problems with YouTube. I've been having a hell of a time uploading and everything, so it's... Okay, so everybody that's coming in, just to let you guys know, there will be a collaboration coming up with me and another YouTuber. The details are being worked out with that, and I will be doing a post on it to let you guys know when that's going to happen. Yes, Ken, he not only... That's another thing. I want to go over a few things because everybody's talking about profiling evil. Now, don't get me wrong, I love profiling evil. The only thing, I knew that he had refused the lie detector test. Okay, I didn't know about the critical analyst test that they offered him, but he also refused that. And that's like a voice type thing, okay? Okay, thank you, Suze. Don't worry about the line everybody's saying. Okay, so the critical analyst test, that's where they ask you questions, and it's said, I don't know a lot about this, but it's said that those type of tests pick up changes in the way you talk when you're lying and when you're telling the truth. So what they do is, I guess they ask you a bunch of questions that are the truth, and it analyzes your voice and your response in your voice or something like that. My blank screen, but went out and back in and everything's fine. Yes, Ken, because I had to start a new stream because my old one, I wasn't seeing my chat. So, Missy, we haven't started yet. We will be starting shortly. I'm just getting into some rundowns here. And somebody asked about the tests that Barry refused. Now, if you guys watched my last read on Suzanne, like a lot came out in that before it was made public. My cards already told me that he was not cooperating and that he was messing with law enforcement, okay? And that came out in the cards. A lot of people were saying in the bottom of the main situation in that read that the law enforcement and justice card with the card in the middle, I forget what it was now, but if anybody can remember, let me know. But I think it was the fight card. And I think, and somebody was saying, oh no, he's fighting this, he's fighting. No, when my cards come out, I read them pretty accurate. And in that situation that we had to look deeper, there was the official, there was justice with the fight card in between. That's telling me that he was fighting against them. Okay, so then a couple days later, Profiling Evil come out with all this new information. Well, the only thing new that I got from that, there was two things. There was one about a second car being at the residence when the neighbor went and checked. And the other thing was the conversation. But that conversation came out in my cards too. If you remember that last, I'm talking about the very last read I did on Suzanne. That card came out that she had talked to somebody about this. So that night that they say that she was on the phone talking the night before the 10th, which would have been the 9th, okay? It said, the card in my read said that she shared these troubles that she was having with somebody. And I think it was that friend. And then when they said that the conversation, they were talking about some upcoming wedding, blah, 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 all of a sudden that conversation ended and she never heard from Suzanne again. I'm thinking that Suzanne may have started talking to her about the problems with Barry. Okay? And that's why that conversation ended. That came out in my read too. So that wasn't nothing new to me. Okay? Also, you guys, remember I said a while back that I had something in my back pocket that I wasn't going to use yet because I wasn't totally sure if it was true or not. Well, it's come out now that it is true. Okay? So now I will say it for sure that when they analyzed the data collected from Barry's truck, it didn't add up to what he was telling the family and law enforcement. There's 3 different stories, you guys. There's what the truck said, the data from the truck, which ain't gonna lie, it's got no reason to lie. Come on. Okay, so they got the data from the GPS on the truck. They've got what Barry told law enforcement, and then they've got what Barry told Suzanne's family. 3 stories. Like, things are not looking good for Barry. Laura, exactly. That is exactly what I just said. Okay. So you guys, I want to thank everybody. I'm kind of looking through my videos from before, and I don't think I really stressed to you guys about the super chats and how appreciative I am of that. I finally got all my ad things sorted out and whatever because I couldn't see any of them. Okay. So what I've done is I've printed them out and I'm going to do something special for all you guys repeatedly. Some of you guys repeatedly, the super chats. And I was just, when I finally got the printout, I was just blown away. And I really want to thank you guys for that. And I tell you how much I appreciate that. Okay. And I am going to do something special for you guys for giving me all those super chats. They're appreciated. Okay. So the data from Barry's truck did not add up. I've got a list of things that I want to tell you guys about, okay? Also, with Lauren Scarf, okay? I watched her interview too, her last upload there, and the family is saying that they're concerned that Barry's tampering with the evidence. Didn't I say that, guys? It's just sometimes I guess I get irritated and I shouldn't let it irritate me because they don't take readers seriously. And I know there's some out there that are just mucking around or whatever, but I'm very serious about what I do, okay? Suppose Barry overheard. Okay, so maybe they weren't talking about a wedding, but about Stan's leaving and her problems with Barry. No, the friend did say that they were talking about a wedding in her family, in the friend's family. And Suzanne apparently was very close to this family and would not have missed this for the world. Okay? And then I think as they were talking about the wedding, maybe here goes this thing.
You'll need to unlock your device first.
Here goes this phone again.
I did.
I don't know why. I'm going to turn off sound. But I don't know why it does that. It only does that when I'm doing reads. Now, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so I think he overheard her starting to talk about their relationship. And maybe and this is just anything I say, guys, is in my opinion only, okay? Oh, thank you, Missy. Thank you so much. You're the best. Thank you for doing these. That's despite YouTube problems today. No problem, Missy. I try my hardest, and I really appreciate that. Super chat, like I said, you guys, all these super chats go back into me bringing you guys more lives and more reads that you guys want. Lets me set aside the time to do that, okay? And like I said, I'm going to have something special for you guys that do all the super chats. Okay, so let me go back up. Yeah, talking back to this, yes, he fits a Delphi. I think I asked about the Delphi, you guys, and I don't know about that, but I'm going to tell you guys something else in a minute. I want to finish my thought there on this conversation. So I think maybe with this wedding conversation with the friend, maybe the friend said, like, are you going to bring somebody, like, other than your husband, of course? And I think she might have said, there's, you know, issues going on, so I'm coming by myself, or something along them lines. What do you guys think? And then I think Barry overheard it because Barry was there. Barry was the last to talk to her. Barry was the last to see her. Barry admitted to being the last to see her at 5 a.m. when he left. Barry. Barry's been lying. Barry's been lawyered up. Barry, like so many, as Profiling Evil says, red flags. I've seen them for the last 3 months since she's been missing, since my first read. Yeah, I don't think she was alive past midnight on the 9th. Okay. Okay, so what was that other thing? Oh, thank you, Ken. I appreciate that. Now, guys, I'm going to try and scroll back in my chat, so I just hope this doesn't freeze me out. Yes, the Delphi stuff. I think I did touch on the Delphi stuff, and I'm not sure of that. Okay, so the next thing I want to tell you guys is I want your opinion. What do you guys think about me doing a read on Barry? Let's see what he's thinking, what he's hiding. What do you guys think about a read on Barry? Thank you, Suze. And I have slowed down chat, you guys, so it's taking me a while. It takes me a little bit longer to see you guys. Oh, it was text, not talk. Okay, Kat, thank you for clearing that up. So yeah, what if she put her phone down to say go to the bathroom or go grab something, and he read it? So if you're having a hard time with that, hun, you can also do PayPal if you like. The link to my PayPal is in the description of any of my previous videos. Yes, you guys think do a read on Barry? Ken. What part is that, Ken? Where did you hear that part? Oh, the friend said the last few texts was odd. Could have been Barry trying to keep things going, pretending to be her. I seen somebody else comment under that, about that. I'm reading 2 comments here as I'm talking. Ken, I did see somebody else make a comment about that. Yep, for the super chat, you guys, it's underneath where you write your chat. There's a happy face and there's a $sign. The family told Profiling Evil. Okay, you guys, I will be using a few decks on the Barry thing, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that one live, but it's going to be a long one, I think. Okay, Ken says the last few texts were odd and the friend did not think it was Suzanne that was sending. That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't catch much of the Profiling Evil thing. I popped in because somebody messaged me saying that I was being talked about in the chat. But yeah, it's funny. Nobody has contacted me at all. So that leads me to believe one of 2 things. Either I'm onto something or they just don't want to use their resources to investigate it. So what I'm thinking too is somebody else emailed me and said that, thank you, Suze, for putting that up. Somebody else emailed me and said that if I hit on something, they're not gonna, like, you know how law enforcement is keeping everything hush hush? And apparently from somebody that lives in the area, I forget who it is, went to that park and started looking around, and apparently there's a lot of construction going on at that park. So there's some flags there that stand out to me. But the other lady that emailed me, she might be in chat, said to me that if all these people have been sending them this, they have to investigate each tip, okay? They have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They have to. Say they did go to that park. Could be undercovers. You're not going to see them in uniform, and just kind of looked around. You know what I mean? So it's like, if they did go there and if they did check out what came out in my video, I don't think they're going to share that or make it known. I think the only time we're going to know anything about that is if all of a sudden people start seeing law enforcement in that area. So yeah, and he could have hit her with something, Laura. You know, so it's hard to say. Because law enforcement isn't sharing much, it's very hard to say. Also, I've been going over, I don't know if she wants me to say her name. She is in chat. I've been emailing back and forth with somebody, and we've been discussing that helicopter video where they go over her property and all the things that are amiss there. This person does, I believe, landscaping, or is very familiar with the landscaping. She is in chat, so if she wants to comment on it, jump right in there. We've seen a lot in those videos, okay? Yep, Ken and Sue, yep, I do agree. All they have to do, and you know, they can be undercover, like FBI, any law enforcement can go just in street clothes and pretend to be walking a dog, okay? So they could be doing it on the down low, but if anything is found or they suspect anything in that area, you're going to see law enforcement there, and you're going to see tents and everything popping up. And what I find funny, I was just going to say something. Oh yeah, what I find funny is after my video about the maps and everything, where I nailed it down to a certain area around that park, the next thing you know, what came out? What was leaked about Barry's truck data not adding up? Okay. So did Barry's truck data put him in that area of Aurora? Yeah, and I know Tyson was in that live that I did with the maps. Somebody told me that he was in the live watching. He didn't chat, but he was in the live. He was watching the live. So it's like, if Tyson's in here, like, go ahead and put your 2 cents worth in. I have no problem with that. Don't hide. And like I said, I think a lot of these people just don't believe in psychics. One thing that sticks out the most, like makes me sick to my stomach, is the way the pathway looks exactly like an A from the direction and exactly like the missing card. Yep. Okay, so you guys know that it's opinionated Alma that I've been back and forth with, and we've gone over this like big, and I think we see much of the same thing. Okay, you guys, so Yes, if you guys would rather, I'm just seeing that. Thank you for putting that link up, Suze, to the PayPal. If you guys would rather do the PayPal, if that's easier for you, go ahead. I kind of like the super chats because I get to call you out and say hello and thank you for it in live. But I mean, it's whatever you guys want. Both benefit me and help me out. So whichever you guys want to do is fine. Okay, so we're going to get into this, you guys. This is the best setup that I could do. It's going to be upside down, I think, for you guys. Whoops. Computer. So it's hard to get a view from behind me. I did try with my tripod, putting my camera on my tripod, but then it was too far away, so you guys wouldn't have been able to see the cards. Okay, so I've already done my prayer. I've already connected with the cards before I started this live stream. I just wanted to do a little chit chat with you guys first and see where everybody was at. Sue Parker says, I call CBI because I think there is a leak in LE and Barry knows some in Chafee Sheriff's Department. I won't call that hotline. Yeah, Sue, I'm going to tell you something. You're not the only one saying that. I've also got emails from people saying to be careful what I release because Barry knows somebody in LE that's telling him everything and telling him what to watch. Personally, I don't care. Hey, Barry. Hey. If you're here, hey. I have nothing to hide. The only one that seems to have something to hide here is Barry. So if Barry Morphew, if you're here and creeping in on my lives, say hey. I'm not opposed to Barry coming into the chat, and I don't care if he comes in, just ream me out. Come and do it. The only reason he would do that, though, was because he's scared I'm getting too close. But Barry, watch out, because I'm going to do a read on you next. Oh, Suze, I can just imagine it. I'm in Canada, so yeah. And like I said, law enforcement doesn't take readers seriously, so. But they should. Profiling Evil gets a lot of traffic. And Profiling Evil really didn't come out with the new information, anything that, except for, like I said, that phone call we didn't know about, but Lauren was going to come out with that. But in my read, it did come out that she spoke to somebody about it. Okay, the only thing that I learned new in there that I didn't already know from my cards and from the pendulum is apparently there was a second vehicle. Before I start, can you guys, did you hear that? That apparently there was a second vehicle? Why is that only being brought out now? A Freemason. I heard that Barry is a Freemason and so are some of LE. Is this true? I have no idea, Tracy. Thank you, Suze. I say the same thing. Barry Morphew, if you're here, hey, buckle up, Buttercup. Hello, Heather. Yep. And there's been a lot of people, not just readers. I think he is lurking on Tyson's. I think Tyson's, I'm going to give shout outs to Tyson Draper. Go check out his channel if you haven't done so. Profiling Evil. Go check them out if you haven't done so. I think Barry Morphew is lurking on anything. I think he has written in stone in his browser, anytime something is done on Suzanne Morphew, that it pops up and gives him a notification that we are talking about Suzanne. But I know he's been lurking. See? He's obsessed. Katie says, can't they make Barry take the test? No, they cannot force Barry to take the test. The only thing that they can force from Barry with a court order is DNA. Well, at least I know in Canada, the only thing they can force you to do is a DNA, and it has to be ordered by the court. And I think it's the same in the US. I just seen somebody walk across my front porch there. Just give me a second, you guys. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. Oh, I'm sorry. That was somebody around my vehicle. My alarm flashed on my phone, so telling me somebody was in the driveway, and it was the neighbor next door. So, okay. Okay, so Sue was saying that they were saying that the two vehicles that were there weren't any of theirs. I believe I heard that one was Suzanne's and one was somebody else's. So, okay. So you guys, we're going to get into this. You ready? Is it Barry at the door, lurking around my house? And I have security cameras all around. Since this pandemic started, there's been a lot of break-ins and people's cars being broken into and everything, so we got a security system put up, and my phone just flashed telling me somebody was in my driveway. It was just my neighbor next door trying to see something with their foundation, so everything's good. Jackie, hello Annie. And I believe this has been verified, so I'm going to say it. One was Suzanne's car, and the other one, we don't know. And what I find funny about that is it was never mentioned up until now. So I'm thinking, do you remember you guys in the map thing that I was saying? She didn't leave that house alive. So maybe Barry had a rental or something, or borrowed somebody else's car to take Suzanne from the house so his vehicle wasn't seen. Or he had somebody take her from the house so his vehicle wasn't seen. There's so many different variables that could have been. But I'm just thinking like, okay, why is this only being brought up now? I don't know how true it is. Okay. But this is what apparently the neighbor is saying now. And what I find strange is the little bit of information that was given out. Nobody mentioned anything about a vehicle. They said the neighbor went there, I guess, went to see if Suzanne was there, blah, 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 looked in the garage and seen that her bike was missing. That's all that was said. And that her car was there, but her bike was missing. Why wasn't the other car talked about then? If they were going to release that information about Suzanne's car being there, but her bike gone and another car there, I think they would have released that, but I don't know if it's being made up. I don't know about that, guys. I really don't. I just find it very strange. Oh, Barry won't go to Canada to bother you. Everyone is talking about him. The cops are watching. Our borders are closed. The U.S.-Canada borders are closed. And I am actually, if I had a baseball and a baseball bat, I could probably whack that ball across the border. I'm right on, if you look at Canada, Canada is like this. Here's Canada up here. Here's the U.S. Here's the St. Lawrence River. Here's where Ontario meets Quebec, Montreal, Quebec. I'm right on the border there. So right along the St. Lawrence River. A good swimmer can swim across the St. Lawrence River and get into the U.S. And it's heavily guarded, like heavily guarded, so on both sides. Okay, so without that, we are going to get into this. This is going to be the first time that I do a live ancestor card read. Okay, so let me concentrate, you guys. You guys go ahead and keep chatting. If I don't respond to your chats or your super chats, please know that I'm very grateful for those super chats, but I have to concentrate on these cards, okay? So let me just see ancestors. Connect with Suzanne. Okay. Okay, guys, and I will show you the cards as I pull them. Like I'll lay them down and then I'll show them to you. The best setup for this. I'm gonna have to figure out something else so I can do more lives like this. Maybe something taller behind me. Okay, so I'm asking the ancestors situation regarding Suzanne Morphew. All the new information that has come out. Does she have anything else she would like to share with us? The ancestors. Suzanne Morphew. Situation regarding Suzanne Morphew. Okay, you guys, so right away. Okay, remember when that obsessed card popped out? When I was shuffling around and talking. I'm going to try and keep these so you guys can see them. Okay, so this is the situation. This is the main part of the situation. This is what we got to look into deeper. And this is in the secret position. So in the main part of the situation, I see illness. Okay, now this can be anything. This could be a physical illness. This could be talking about Suzanne's battles with cancer. This could be talking about somebody's mental health. We have to go in. You guys know we have to get clarification on all these cards. And what we got to look into deeper, we get obsessed. Okay, so they're talking about somebody being obsessed. In the secret position, we have the male card. So something about a male in the secret position. Okay. Okay, so now we're asking the ancestors to reveal the messages from Suzanne Morphew. They didn't fall. I don't know if I can. Okay, how about I push this in and I can do this so you guys can see. Okay. For the messages from Suzanne Morphew. Sisters for the messages. From Suzanne Morphew. I just powdered my cards, guys, so I am kind of, it seems like she wants to throw some out. Ancestors for the messages. Suzanne Morphew. With Suzanne's guardian angels and Suzanne's spirit to bring us the messages Suzanne wants us to know. Okay, here we go, guys. Okay, that's the best I can do, you guys. Wow. Okay, you guys, so like I said, I'm going to show you each of the cards, okay? Okay, so in the head, first thing we get is distraction, okay? So they're speaking about a distraction. Now, don't forget, this part, it's going to be backwards for you guys because of the way the camera is, but this is the main part of the situation, okay? This is what we got to look into deeper, and this is in the secret position. You guys are going to notice a lot of these cards are coming out that always come out, okay? So we're going to start over here with the main part of the situation. We've got a distraction. So somebody's causing a distraction, okay? I'm going to move this down, you guys, so you can see it a bit. Somebody's causing a distraction, okay? And we got the genocide. This is lethal harm, okay? So we got a distraction, we got the genocide, lethal harm, and we got this masked person again, okay? So I believe this is Suzanne, okay? We all know that Suzanne had been ill for some time, that she had just recovered, just got, I guess, the green light, that she was clear from the cancer yet again, just before, guys, before this happened. But look at this. This is in the head. Distraction. Look at, we've got the lethal harm by somebody that's hiding behind a mask. And you all know who I think this is, okay? This person is one way in public and one way at home. This person wears a mask with a lot of things. This could be in business dealings, family life, anything. He hides behind a mask. So the person that you see may not be the same person. He shows himself to somebody else, okay? And this person has caused her lethal harm. The genocide is lethal harm. Okay? So now we're going to go into the secret position. Okay? The distraction. Okay, we're going to move this down for a bit. Okay? This is the secret position, guys. We've got distraction. Trying to distract the gossip. I'm getting from Suzanne that somebody, this male, is creating gossip. We all know that there's been a lot of red flags, a lot of stuff being said that is not true. Gossip. And this male is causing a lot of the gossip. And when I get the gossip with the, look at what we got again, guys, the official. This is telling us this male is gossiping to the official. In other words, the male is gossiping to the official. Gossip, you know, isn't always true stuff, okay? It's made up stuff, gossip. or they take something that's true, and by the time the end of the story comes, everything has been changed. Okay, gossip. We all know what gossip is. This male is telling the officials gossip. Why? To cause a distraction. Okay, so this tells me very, oops, I shouldn't say that. And when I say that I think it's him, that is in my opinion only. Okay, I'm not saying that they haven't ruled him out, but they're not saying it's him either yet. But in my honest opinion, I believe it's him. And it's come out time and time in my cards. Okay, so what we got to look into deeper is, why are all these distractions taking place? Okay, the distractions. Why? This is in the end position. This is in the head, which is the beginning. This is the end, because she's dead. She's buried. The grave tells me that somebody has been buried, covered up, buried. She's been buried somewhere. And the obsessed is, he is obsessed with this. With what he has done, he's obsessed. And the obsessed card coming out in this position here, I really do believe that he's buried her somewhere where he can keep checking on her. Okay? I really do believe that, because he's obsessed. He was obsessed with her. He was obsessed with control. He was obsessed with a lot of things. And this is just one more thing that he's obsessed with, is her grave and causing distractions. Okay, but we're going to go into clarification on these cards. Hello, Tube Crime. Hello, Cat H. Hello, Go Balls. I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody. Hello, Megan. Tracy G says she thinks the distraction was the bicycle. Tracy, the distraction covers a lot. It's not just the bike. This is telling me that he's still causing distractions. The bike happened right at the beginning, but he is still, this is updating, okay? This is what's going on recent. He's still causing distractions, okay? And it's already come out here, okay, with the person that wears a mask, okay? The genocide is lethal harm, and the ending is telling us she's been buried, she's dead, she's in a grave, she's in some form of grave, covered by something, ground, rock, water, something, but I'm not seeing waters, I'm seeing ground right now, but we're going to get into it. The distraction what's coming out now is the crap that he's telling officials, the crap that he's telling other people. It's a male. Okay, we're gonna get into clarification. But this is updated. Yes, the distraction was what he did with the bike, planting the bike, because I believe he did plant it. And like I said, this is in my opinion only. Okay? But this is updated as to what he's still doing, what's still happening. Okay? So we're going to go into clarification now on these bottom three cards, which is the situation. Okay, Tube Crime, before I get into this, Tube Crime says, have you heard of a burial at sea? I don't think that's happened, because it's showing me a grave. She's buried somewhere. This isn't like somewhere deep, okay? I would get some form of water card if she was in water, but we're not done yet. Tyson Draper said Barry was soaking wet. Yes, Barry was soaking wet. And if you look at that video, the one he did before the interview, Barry come up to where that parking area was, and he was soaking wet. There's a creek down there. It's not an ocean or anything like that. It was like a creek that ran through. Okay? And he was wet for whatever reason, but it was also raining. So we don't know, but apparently he was shirtless, this and that. We don't know because I haven't seen that. Like, I know Tyson said it in his video, but I didn't see it in a video where he had him, even though he was live at the time and walking with his camera and talking, saying that he just seen Barry with no shirt and wet. We didn't see that in the video, so I don't know. Okay, so now we're going to go into clarification on the situation, which is these bottom 3 cards. So I'm going to move these up out of the way for now so we can see these ones. Like I said, I'm sorry for this setup, guys, but it was quite quick, and I did try other ways to do this, and so far this was the best way. Okay, so I'm asking ancestors for clarification into the situation. Okay, I'm going to do the shuffle again, you guys down here. Asking ancestors for clarification into the situation. Regarding Suzanne Morphew. Like I said, I just did powder the cards, you guys. So they're just slip sliding everywhere now. Ancestors for clarification into the situation regarding Suzanne Morphew. I think I put too much powder. Ancestors for clarification into the situation regarding Suzanne Morphew. Okay, here we go, guys. Okay, so you guys can see all this. Okay, so this is, like I said, this is the main part of the situation. This is what we got to look into deeper, and this is a secret, okay? Secret position. So we're seeing the illness and happy, okay? So what this, she was happy that she finally beat this cancer again, okay? Very happy, very happy. I believe this is Suzanne, okay? And this telling me that she was so happy that she beat this again, okay? That's what it's telling me. Like, this is a time that should have been one of the happiest times of her life. And this information had came just before this situation happened with her. Okay? She's telling me she was happy about that. Okay? In the position that we got to look into deeper, we've got, this was the card that came out. This is the clarification, is hope. So the ancestors are talking about the hope that was had, or he had hope that this obsession, something about hope in this obsession. Okay, and don't forget, this is what we got to look into deeper. Okay? I'm not so sure about this hope thing and how it's all tying in, but it will once we get clarification on the messages. Okay, so this could be part of the messages. But I see obsessed and hope. We got to look into that deeper. Okay? I got a male and I got boundaries were crossed. Okay? So with this, being that this is in the secret position, this boundaries being crossed could tell us many things. That he crossed boundaries with what he did with her, or this could mean that he took her. See the A again? I never noticed that. Let me see. There's the A. So is this telling me A again? She's in the boundaries of Aurora? Or is this that he took her? Boundaries could be like talking about the boundaries like around his house. Something about boundaries. Boundaries were crossed. This is all gonna make sense, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna pull these cards back down. I'm doing this the best I can, you guys, so you guys can see all the cards. It's not ideal, but best I can do. We're going to go in for clarification on the messages. This will all tie together. This is the main part of the situation. This is what we got to look into deeper. This is in the secret position. So now I will push this in. Okay, I'm asking the ancestors for clarification into the messages regarding Suzanne Morphew. Ancestors for clarification into the messages regarding Suzanne Morphew. Connect with Suzanne Spirit guides and angels that surround her. Please connect with my guardian angels and spirit guides. Please bring clarification on the messages regarding Suzanne. Oops. Clarification into the messages regarding Suzanne Morphew. Okay, guys. So I'm trying to keep the cards where you guys can see them. Okay, so here we go. Why did these... Okay. Okay, you guys, so what we're doing now is we're going for clarification into the original cards that came out in the messages. And we're going to start here. This is the main part. In the head, with the distraction, we have the cardinal. You guys know that the cardinal is a spirit bird. And like the last read that I did on Suzanne, the cardinal was in the head position. So I believe that this cardinal is Suzanne's spirit bird. The bird is coming, the spirit bird is coming to help Suzanne bring out her messages that she thinks we need to know. Okay? It's the cardinal. The cardinal comes to warn us, to let us know of things that are being done that are behind our back that we don't know yet. The cardinal is a spirit bird that comes for protection reasons, to give information that we need to know. The cardinal came out in the head position again, okay, with the distraction. So the cardinal's telling us that there's distractions still being done. Okay, so we got the genocide. The clarification card on that is wealth. She was killed because of money. Okay? I believe, my personal opinion, I think that Suzanne found things out. I think Suzanne was going to leave Barry, and Barry didn't want to lose half of his money. Look at you guys again. These are all cards that came out in Suzanne's prior read. This person that's hiding behind the mask is a snake. Okay? And this snake went about genocide. Okay, there's the mask. And do this. The guy that hides behind the mask, who's the snake, who killed Suzanne for the wealth. Okay? That's what this is telling me. And she was so happy that she finally beat that cancer again. She got this news not long before this happened to her. Okay? Was Barry, I'm going to say this, you guys, and I'm not going to be able to see what you guys are saying, but I want to put it out there because I do this while I'm reading. Was Barry secretly hoping that she didn't recover from the cancer this time? So that's why he killed her? Maybe, and I'm just putting that out there. Maybe he knew things were going bad in their relationship, but he was secretly hoping that she wasn't going to recover from this cancer. So he wouldn't have had to kill her for the money. I think that he knew that she was waiting for the results for this before filing for either a divorce or separating from him. But or maybe she was planning on going back to where she was from. Okay? I think something happened because of this, because it's in the main position. She recovered. I think he was secretly hoping that the cancer got her this time. And then he wouldn't have had to kill her. And she was happy that she recovered. I think she was planning on leaving him. See this? The snake in the mask? I think he was secretly hoping that she didn't recover from the cancer this time. And when she did, and she was happy about that, and she was going to move on, I think, from him, that's when he decided that he was going to kill her because he wanted everything. He didn't want to split anything with her. Are you in here, Barry? We're on to you. You may have killed your wife, but she's telling us what you did from her grave. My opinion. Barry, you're hiding behind this mask, but everybody sees who you actually are. You're a snake. My opinion, guys. Sorry, but I had to put that out there. Okay, so we're going to go into the secret position now. Don't forget, I believe that this is Suzanne coming to tell us this. The cardinal's a spirit bird. I can't say this enough. Comes to tell us what we need to know. Okay? Comes to tell us. Say I was about to buy a house and I get the cardinal card coming and I get something about something being burned. It's telling me that don't buy that house because it's going to burn. The cardinal is coming to tell us about these distractions. The cardinal bird, I believe, this is Suzanne's guardian angel. I think this is Suzanne's spirit guides coming to tell us what we need to know. It's in the head position for the second time. And I think she is telling us she was killed because she beat her illness and she was happy about that. We're going to get into this because I already see this. Okay, so now we're going to get into what is the secret. And I've already told you about the cardinal. See this? Law enforcement knows. This official, they know. They know what's up. They know. It's right here in the secret. And this coming out, you guys, tells me this is why law enforcement is not talking. Because they already know. They don't want to tip their hand. There are certain things that have been leaked. And I think those are controlled leaks, if you want my honest opinion. I think that law enforcement has told the family what they cannot and can say. I think what the family leaked, don't worry, I still got these cards here. I think here they know. I think it's a controlled leak. I think certain things, I think the officials told the family what things to say for good reason. If you want my opinion on that, I'm going to tell you. Even if you don't want my opinion, I'm going to tell you. They're trying to rattle his chains. They're trying to get him to do something to slip up. They know, but they can't. They need that one last piece to nail him. And by letting the family say certain things, they're hoping he slips up. And I think he already has. Hey, Barry. Buckle up, buttercup. See this? The sorry and the gossip? He's sorry now. This male that crossed the boundaries is sorry now for what he said. Why? Because law enforcement knows. It's very hard because this goes underneath my top table. Because law enforcement knows all the distractions that Barry tried to cause, right from the bike to now, has not put officials looking in a different way. They know. They know that those were all distractions. Okay? They know, Barry, about the gossip. Okay? They know that what you've been saying is nothing more than crap being spread, being put out there to set the stage to try and blame something or someone else. And now, see this sorry card? See this in the secret position? This male that crossed the boundaries and killed Suzanne is sorry now. He's sorry about what he's not sorry about this and that he did it for this. He's not sorry about that. That's not in his character. He's sorry for shooting his mouth off, for making up these stories about the bike, about the mountain lion, about the police messing stuff up. That's what he's sorry about. The gossip that he started, because it's going to sink him. He's sorry about that interview with Tyson. He's sorry. He's not sorry about somebody else's gossip. He's sorry about his own. The boundaries that he crossed. This hope is making sense to me now. This is what we have to look into deeper. You can't look deeper until you look into the main part of the situation, until you look into the secret part. Then you look into this, because the cardinal and the distraction are at the head. And this is Suzanne. This is the cardinal coming through for Suzanne to tell us she was happy about healing from that cancer, beating it again. The mask was hoping, I believe it's Barry, was hoping that this time the cancer got her, but it didn't happen, and she was happy about that, and she was going to move on. He killed her because he didn't want to split the money. She was going to leave him because she found out the mask fell off, and she found out he was a snake. The cardinal is coming to tell us, you guys, about the distractions that he's caused. Okay? The hope and the obsession. I know what this hope is now. He was hoping that if he, you know, his little interviews and all, getting all his friends to say how happy they were together and everything else, how obsessed they were with each other. He was hoping that this crap that he made up took suspicion away from him and his character. Because there's a lot of people talking about Barry's character. Barry's character, since he was young, has been talked about and has been brought to light. This is within his character to do what he's done. When people from their high school years talk about, oh, he was the jock, he was, look at me, nobody could be as good as me, and all this stuff that's come out about Barry since he was young up till now, about how controlling and everything else he was, that's his character. And he was hoping that that character was going to be hidden, and that his buddies and everybody else that's on Barry's side are talking about how obsessed and everything else, everything was so great in their relationship and everything else. No, Barry, you murdered her. This is in the end position. You murdered her. And everything about your character tells us that. The mask. You're one way in front of people, and you're another way when you're at home alone with your wife. There's one part of you that projects a certain thing, Barry, and I'm talking to Barry because I believe he is in here watching. You got a mask that you put on when you don't want people to know the real you. And when that mask comes off, what's behind it is a snake, Barry. And we're on to you. Your wife beat cancer for the second time. She was happy about it, but I don't think you were, because I think you knew she was going to leave you. So you know what you did, Barry? You killed her because you didn't want to share your money. And this has come out time and time again. You took away all hope too, Barry. The officials know. They know, Barry. Buckle up, Buttercup, because they're coming for you. Okay? So that's my read, guys. What do you all think? Now that I can look at the chat, I'm sorry if I missed any super chats or big questions. Told you guys to chit-chat away, but I had to concentrate on this. I'm going to try and put this so you guys can see it all. The cardinal and the distraction. Okay, guys, I'm just trying to get this so you can all see. So if there's questions that you have. Okay, can you see it all? Okay, now I can check out chat. Hey, guys. My angels of truth, what do you think? I need a drink of my coffee. Goval says, amen. Barry, God has your number. Absolutely. There's one person that you cannot hide from, ever, and that's God. He sees everything you do. Jackie says, I hope he slips up real good and cannot get up, and real soon. Oh, I think he already has. That information was released to you guys for a reason. The family finally spoke for a reason. And I think it's to let Barry know that they know. And this crap that Barry put out there that he'd been cleared, garbage. Yes, Jessica, the nephew is Trevor. I don't know. I don't know if he had help. I'm not seeing it. To be perfectly honest, you guys, I'm not seeing it. That's not his character. Barry thinks he's the best at everything. Barry is too much of a control freak to give that control to somebody else, to harm her or bury her or whatever. I think that would be giving away too much control for Barry. I really do think that that would be giving away too much control. I don't think that he would do that, you guys. I don't think he would give up that control. I think he did it himself. I don't think she left that house alive. Hello, Allie J. You're late again. The nephew, you guys, I'll touch a little bit on that. I don't know a lot about him, but I know he came out with some things, and I think that nephew was just trying to capitalize on this to get money through a GoFundMe. And I think he was shut down real quick. You know, they say there's one in every family. I think he just tried to capitalize on Suzanne going missing. I don't see him being involved. Although it does look like that, I don't see it. I don't see Barry. It's not in his character to give up that form of control. Yes. No, he's not sorry, Dee. Well, he's probably sorry that they know, but I don't know if you came in a little bit late. He's sorry that he started all the distractions. He's sorry he started all the distractions because in Barry's mind, in his character, he thought that he could lay the groundwork for either somebody kidnapping her or a mountain lion taking her or whatever. He started all that. Think back, you guys. He started that. He started that gossip. And he's sorry about that now because it's come back to bite him in the ass. I don't think anybody helped him, you guys. I don't. He's too much of a control freak, and it's not coming out in the cards. Okay, let's see. Okay. Genocide card. Can you tell us? I'm asking the ancestors to connect with Suzanne's spirit. Can you tell us if there was someone else involved? That genocide. Give us clarification on that genocide. A little deeper. I know we got, what did we got with the genocide? The wealth. We know that it was you were killed over wealth. Can you tell us anything more about why you were killed? Did somebody help kill you, Suzanne? Can you give us more on that genocide card, please? Ask the ancestors to work with Suzanne's spirit, with the spirit guides, to help bring out some more clarification on that genocide card. Anything else that Suzanne wants us to know? Oh my gosh. Okay, that popped out, you guys. I'm going to leave it right there. Just some more information. Is there any more information, Suzanne, that you would like to share with us? Especially with this genocide card, please. We're going to pull 2 cards to see if maybe we can get a little bit more information on that genocide. To see maybe if somebody else was involved with it, or if Barry did this. My card's upside down. Some of them are upside down now, you guys. I'm sorry. Somebody else. Okay, here we go. Okay, so when I asked for clarification on the genocide, I got knowledge and rain. Rain is a change of plans. Okay? Something was set in motion and there was a change of plans. Okay? So I think somebody else has knowledge of it, but it's not showing me. Maybe he did plan on having somebody help him, but this tells me, you know, when you got a day to go to the beach and then it starts pouring down rain, so there's a change of plans. That's why the rain tells me about a change of plans. So maybe he did have somebody that was going to help him, but there was a change of plans and there is somebody else that has knowledge of it. But I'm not seeing that anybody helped him. Okay, now this is the card. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to do it in front of you. This is the card that flew out of the deck when I was shuffling, asking about the genocide. Perpetrator. Okay, and in the secret we got the perpetrator was male. Okay. Okay, let's go for clarification on the perpetrator. That flew out of the deck. She wants us to know something about the perpetrator. Okay. Ask the ancestors to connect with Suzanne Morphew for clarification on the perpetrator. Clarify who this perpetrator was. Who's the perpetrator? Okay, I'm going to pull it right here, you guys. I get stopped. This could mean one of two things. Either Suzanne is done with the conversation regarding this now, or this could mean that this other perpetrator who had knowledge and maybe was supposed to help do this told Barry not to do it, to stop it, because there was a change of plans. Okay? That could very well mean that there was another perpetrator. This could mean it. I'm not saying there is. This could mean that he's still a perpetrator. And this person who had knowledge had a change of plans and said, no, let's not do it. That's what I think that means. I think that somebody else had knowledge, was maybe going to do this for him or with him, but they had a change of plans and they told him not to do it. Yeah, Jessica Hertman says he and his nephew offered. No, I think it was a family friend, not the nephew. The nephew didn't have that kind of money. He and a friend of his offered money, like $210,000, and I said that right from the beginning. They offered that much because they knew they would never have to pay it out. Okay, so I was concentrating again on this. Did I miss any super chats, Suze or Des, that I can give a shout out to? Yes. I believe that there could have been somebody else. And the more that I'm sitting here looking at this and getting the feelings I'm getting, I think there was somebody else. Okay? But that person had a change of plans, said, no, I'm not doing it. So obviously they have knowledge of it. And I think this person said, no, let's not do this. It's not a good idea. And I think Barry went ahead and did it anyway. Anything else that you guys want me to maybe go in for clarification on these cards? See, this is the great thing about doing these lives, is that I can ask you guys what, if you want me to clarify, get in any more clarification. Yes, Des, you're driving? Yes, and Des shared with me her new home that she just bought. It is beautiful. Beautiful. The pictures of it were just beautiful. I can't wait to see once your couch arrives, Dee. I love that couch you picked. I can't wait to see you send me pictures when it's all set up. It's like I want to run away and I want to go to your house now. You bet. He was hoping because he wanted a new life and her money. He didn't want to share the money. He didn't want to split it. When you get divorced, you got to split everything 50-50, and I don't think that was in his plans. And when he found out that she was happy that she beat this cancer, I think he was secretly hoping she died this time of the cancer. And that when that didn't happen, that's when I think he chose to kill her. Yep, and I have gotten that before, Kimmy. Hello, Beverly. Um, that things have come to light, okay, and it's also being shown here with the law enforcement. They know exactly what happened. They just need that last little piece, I think. Yep, his time is running out, Suze. Thank you, TN Balls. And like I said, you guys, like this read has stayed consistent. More has come out. And this obsessed too. It's like when Barry gets his mind to do something, and this is, like I said, when I say Barry, this is my opinion. It's my opinion that he did this. It hasn't been proven. It's my opinion. When he gets something in his mind, he's going to do something. That's it. There's no changing his mind. Session. The hope, it's like this is underground, and this is like a hole with a ladder climbing out. And I think this hope stands for something different. I think he was hoping that this wasn't going to come to light, that this was within his character to do this. Okay, so you look back on Barry's character from the time of high school when people are commenting about how he was, the ego, the self-righteous, the he's the best, the control. He was hoping that that wasn't going to come out about him, but it did. That's what I think this hope was. I don't think she ever left that house alive. And I don't think it was done inside the house. I think it was done outside the house. She might have ran out to try and get away. Because things outside have been moved. Tube Crime said nephew was growing weed in Indiana on Morphew property, got the boot, got mad. I don't know about that. There's so much of this. And not just from Barry. Yes, Tube Crime, there's a lot of hearsay going around. Family MH says the family knows, or at least suspects. Oh, the family knows. The same as the officials know. And what the family just came out with, I believe LE has told them what they can release. And I think it's to try and get Barry to slip up. And I think Barry has already slipped up. Oh, Barry's a coward. And what I think is when Barry gets wind of them coming to arrest him, I think he's going to off himself, if you want my honest opinion. And like I said, all these readings and everything, you guys, when I mention certain people, that's in my opinion only. I'm telling you what I'm seeing in the cards. Dana says reading his Bible was also a distraction. I think he was praying to God for forgiveness, and when you do something like this, there's no forgiving that. I mean, God can forgive a lot of things, and God will eventually forgive him because God is great, God is good. But he needs repercussion for his actions. Oh, Dee, I can't wait for you to get in there. I can't wait to see the pictures of everything set up because oh my gosh, you guys, her house is beautiful. Beautiful. And that area with the sunlight windows there and the fireplace, oh my gosh, I would live in there. I would sleep in there, live in there, everything. I know it's like a big living room or some kind of room like that, but oh my gosh, I would just never want to leave that room. It's beautiful. Yes, let's congratulate Des on her new home. It is beautiful, you guys. Yep. And I do believe that Barry goes into these lives, and Barry absolutely goes on to profiling Evil and Tyson and Lauren. And I believe he comes into mine too, because I know he knows that I know. The cards are giving him up. And especially after my mapping, when I did the map with the pendulum, and then it came out after that I did, it came out that Barry's GPS data did not add up with what he told the family. He told the family one thing and he told the police another. And the GPS is the only thing that told the truth. So I'm wondering, did that GPS show him in Aurora? Just because there's a lot that people from his high school days and everything else that have given their description of Barry from even the high school years and up, that he was a control freak, that he was a jock, that he was like, look at me. Karen says, MH, no, he wouldn't have asked for help. I don't know if he, I think he might have tried to get somebody else involved. Tried to get a perpetrator, I think. Oh, thank you, Jackie. That is very much appreciated. Tried to get somebody else involved, but he changed his mind. Okay, and he said, no, I'm not doing it, Barry. We shouldn't do this. No, this is just whatever he said. But there's somebody else that has knowledge of it. And I think Barry might have tried to get somebody else involved. That person, the brain tells me a change of plans with this perpetrator. There was a change of plans. And I think he said, no, I'm not going to do it. So that's why this came out. So I think that he might have tried to get somebody else involved. Maybe Trevor. Who knows? Like I said, it's only my opinion. But somebody else has knowledge of it. But that person that he tried to get help him had a change of plans and said, no, I'm not doing it. So somebody else knows what he did. Yes, thank you, Jackie, for the super chat. You guys know that those super chats help me be able to do this and set time aside to do these lives with you. Yep, I believe, MH, that the rain is a tell-all. Yep. And this is what I believe, guys. This is what I believe happened. And being that the cardinal is in the head, I believe the cardinal came to tell us about the distractions. And the cardinal being in the head, just like in the last read of Suzanne, the cardinal was also at the head, is telling us that the cardinal, I believe, is Suzanne's spirits, guides, and Suzanne's spirit, because the cardinal is a spirit bird, I think has come to tell us this. And I think it all happened. I think Barry was hoping that she died this time of the cancer, and she didn't. She was so happy about that. I think that she was, again, I've never strayed from that. I think she was planning on leaving him, and he didn't want, here's what first came out. He didn't want to share half of everything with her, being a divorce was imminent, so he killed her. The genocide is lethal harm. Okay? And the snake hiding behind the mask. Okay, opinion needed Oma. Maybe in someone else's deck, but I've never once here. Okay, what was said? What was said? Oh, I missed it. What was said? I may said something. Rain is tell all. No, the rain. Where is it? I've got so many. This is so hard and it's such a small area. The rain card is a change of plans. And my chat is starting to mess up, guys. My chat has froze. So it will come back. There we go. The rain card is a change of plans. Like I said, and everybody's different readers have different variables for their cards. This deck was handmade for me. It's an ancestor deck. Connection to this deck is so much different than a tarot deck. This is an oracle deck. Rain means a change of plans. You know, like I said at the beginning, when you're planning on going to the beach and then it starts pouring down rain and lightning and everything, it's a change. You have to change your plans because you can't go to the beach no more because of the rain and the thunder and the lightning. Rain means a change of plans. And I believe that the perpetrator was Barry, in my opinion, asked this person to help. Okay? This person who has knowledge of what happened asked somebody to help, and they had a change of plans, and they said, no, I'm not doing it. So I think Barry did it on his own, but I do believe that somebody else has knowledge of it. Okay, do you know Barry will move the body again after the read? I don't think Barry's going to be doing much of anything, Karen, because he's being watched. Was there a mistress? I believe I asked that question during a pendulum read, and I got that there was, I think. You'd have to go back to my pendulum read on Suzanne. It was in the very beginning. And I believe it said there was a mistress. Yes, Renee. I mean, I'm happy too that she caught on to what was going on and she was cured. Well, in remission, she beat the cancer again. That she was going to finally get out from under his control, but he was having no part of that. Into the boundaries, opinionated Oma. I'm not, okay, let's not throw out names, please, you guys. Nothing has been proven about a mistress. So please, I ask, do not throw out people's names. Doing so causes so much problems for people that are brought into this stuff with the names being thrown out. I ask, please do not throw out people's names until there is something that has been verified. Please don't do that. Okay, so you want me to look into the boundaries? Tyson found a bucket with meals and a note about a father and son hiking. The deer had gotten into it. It wasn't berries. Yeah. Suze, you know what? It's funny that you mentioned that one thumbs down. There is somebody that comes onto all of my videos, and out of all the thumbs up, there's one thumbs down. There's other videos that I have out there that I guess people didn't like. There's like 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever thumbs down. But if you notice, on 99.9% of my videos, there's always one that gives a thumbs down. So you know what? Whoever that one person is, I don't mind if you guys don't like something that I put out, and when I see there's, you know, Barry, keep doing it. Or it's just some a-hole that wants to make sure I don't get 100% on my videos. Like, go away. I've noticed that for a while. And it doesn't bother me because I'm going to continue doing my videos. You're one thumb down person. I'm going to continue. Your one thumb down does nothing to me. Nothing. Shelley, I don't know if he was stealing money from her charity. As you know, I will take you up on that, girl. We gotta wait for the borders to open because the US and Canada border is still closed to non-essential travel. We've already spoke about this, Des. I've always wanted to go to New Jersey. I want to go to the Jersey Shore. I want to go to the Shore Store. Dana, when will there be arrest? I hope soon. MH, yes. Like by now, I'm telling you right now, by now, on a case like this, things come back pretty quick for the police. Things are put on hold for them to get like DNA and stuff like that and electronic stuff. Like, believe me, there's a team on it. It comes back pretty fast. There are some things that take a little bit more time, and then to put them on a sheet so everything can be mapped out, like especially when it comes to GPS and electronics and finances. They want everything in chronological order, and they're going to put it on a spreadsheet type thing. You asked for more clarification on the boundaries. Yes, I'm going to do that, opinionated Oma. I'm just trying to get through some of these questions. DJ, this is it here. He killed her because she beat the cancer again, and he knew she was going to leave him. So that's why he killed her, because he didn't want to split the money with her. It came out up here. Up here. Oh, have a Twitter if you're asking me, Tube Crime. Oh, Seuss, okay. Okay, so we're going to go to clarification on the boundaries. Ask the ancestors for clarification into the boundaries. Why is that boundaries there with the male? Suzanne's spirit and spirit guides. Okay, whoa, can you bring this? Look at that, guys. I'm going to leave them there. They flew out. There's a lot there, but clarification into the boundaries. Okay. So you guys, the clarification into the boundaries is telling me that this male is a liar. So this is telling me that he's lying about where he went. And don't forget, that's in the secret position. But we all know he's a liar anyway. Let me just see here. Shelley asked, was Barry stealing money from her charity? Please look into it. Well, it's already been answered kind of here. It's for the wealth. It's all about money. Her murder was all about, this is lethal harm. This is all about money with Barry. Yes, Laura. I remember somebody asking about it. I guess it was you, about if he will take his own life. And I believe that if it comes down to they're coming to get him, I think he will, because he's a coward. I don't know if he burned her. That would have, he wouldn't have had time. It takes a lot to burn human remains, believe that. I don't think he burned her body. Tube Crime says he's not going to like the video I'm about to post about his baseball stats. I miss where Aurora comes in. Kat, if you go back into my videos. I think it was Friday that just passed. I started with a map, and we're going to get to these cards, you guys, that flew out. I started with a map of all of Colorado. I split it down the middle, and I went over it with the pendulum, and asked Suzanne which part she was in. Was she in this part? Because I drew a line down the middle. Was she in this part or this part? It said this part. So then we just used that map and split it into 4 and asked each area. And when I got an area, it was split down and blown up. You got to go and watch that video. It's a long video, but that's how we came to Aurora. And our Aurora, if you go back into the last ancestor read that I did on Suzanne Morphew last week, watch that video and you will see why the A and number 3 is important. It's in that video. Okay, so these are the cards that flew out. There's 5 of them. We're going to go into them. Oh, that is the living room, that big area, Des, with the fireplace in it and all them windows that look out over the forest. Yes, Jessica, I've noticed that too. Like the one that really stands out in my head about these pictures that are up there is, I think they were in a motel room and it's really dark. It's almost like a black and white picture where he's holding the door open and he's got his arm across, like his body's holding the door open. He's got his arm across the door with his hand against the frame, and Suzanne's standing behind him with a kind of, I don't know, it just gave me the creeps. Okay, so we're going to get into these cards that flew out when I was asking about the boundaries being crossed, okay? And I believe, you guys know that I believe when these cards come flying out, that these are direct messages from her that she doesn't think are going to come out in the read, okay? So the first card that came out was sadness and crying, okay? So I believe that this is Suzanne. She's sad, she's crying about something. Let's see what the other cards are. She's talking about secrets, that there's a bunch of secrets, and I believe that maybe this has to do with the relationship is gonna end. Female, here we go. So here's this female, secrets. This female's her secrets. Is this the friend she was talking to? That she told her secrets to? Okay, Bulls, thank you for joining us. Okay, so is she talking now about this friend that she had been talking to on the phone on the 9th? Something about a child, okay? Whoa. Somebody was asking about a mistress. So this could also be, she's talking about a female. And maybe she's pregnant. And that was the secret, maybe. Or this could have to do with the friend that she was talking to on the phone. Look at that. Celebrate. This female's celebrating something. So I'm thinking that this could be somebody, this female, that I think either has a child or is pregnant, and it's a secret. She's celebrating this. And Suzanne's sad about it. Wow. Are those the boundaries that were crossed? Those could be the boundaries that were crossed. And that's what she was upset, sad, and crying about. Okay, you guys. So we're going to wrap this up because I do have a few other things and another read coming in. So I'm going to wrap this up. I want to say thank you to everybody for being here and watching. I want to thank everybody that gave the super chats and the PayPal. Okay, I want to thank Suze and Des both for coming in and helping me moderate this and maybe, you know, giving you guys some answers when I was concentrating on this read and couldn't answer. So I want to thank my mods. You guys are great. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the super chats and the PayPal. I really appreciate it, you guys. Okay. So yes, this just came out at the end, and I'm sorry that I do have to run because it's going on 1 o'clock now, and I do have another read that is coming in. Okay. So I am seeing right at the very end when we were asking about the boundaries being crossed and the liar came out with that. I got that Suzanne was sad and crying, and there's something about a female that either has a child or is pregnant, and it was kept secret, and this person is celebrating this. Okay? So that's the read, everybody. Thank you again for coming out. And until I see you guys again, you guys, please take care of yourselves and stay safe. Okay? Thank you, you guys. Bye-bye for now.